So I was driving home from work today in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
I had the windscreen wipers on because
Yep.
it was raining.
Yes, that's usually what
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it on one setting that was going too fast,
Uh-huh.
and then I put it down a setting it was going too slow.
Ah.
So I kept it on the fast one, right?
Yep.
On the faster one.
Yep.
And
Was it the max, like all the way to the
no,
top?
it wasn't all the way.
Okay.
It wasn't all the way. But my question is,
Hmm.
does anyone else get a bit like self-conscious that other drivers think that they're freaking out about the rain, like being too dramatic about it?
Like if someone drives past, they see that your windscreen wipers go on full tilt.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, like settle down, mate. Go on. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it like that.
No.
And it sounds like something I would have thought about.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised at that.
Yeah. Now I'm going to think about it. So
All right. Well, now that I've got that out of the way, let's get stuck into it, shall we?
Welcome, Jacko, one and all, to another episode of Fine Leg to Full Forward Critch. How are we, mate?
I'm very well, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Question for you:
Mm-hmm.
How are you've celebrated your first?
Chinese New
You
Year.
celebrated your first Chinese New Year, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
How was that? We're in the year of the year of the rabbit now.
We are now we've entered the year of the rabbit.
Yeah. How were the celebrations?
It was good, mate. Yeah, you're right. It was first sort of proper me sort of celebrating it. I've always known about it, the Lunar New Year, but this was the first year that I was actually properly a part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, did family dinner on the Saturday night. Did some, I'm not sure if you've seen that thing where you sort of have noodles and you have a bunch of veggies on top in like a plate in the middle of the table, and then everyone around in the family sort of gets chopsticks out and then sort of at the same time sort of mixes it all together.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I saw your hand on one of the stories.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like reaching over with the chopsticks and stirring all the veggies. Yeah. I
You
did
can
see that.
tell who can't use chopsticks.
I didn't want to say.
Yeah.
Not that I can talk, to be honest.
So that was Saturday night, and then the parade that happens that was on Sunday
in the city, right?
In the city, and it was great. Like the lion dances, the dragon, like throughout, and mate, the firecrackers.
I was about to say, yeah,
they are loud. I mean, like I kind of knew they were going to be loud,
yeah,
but I didn't know they were going to be that loud. And I was like filming it because I'm like, oh, that's my first time. This is pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool experience
for the memes.
Yeah, filming the firecrackers go off, and I just like I started, and then it went off, and then the whole video that I had was just at the ground because I was just like and just trying to cover my ears and shit. No, it was good. It was good, mate.
Looking forward to celebrating next year.
Yeah, the first of many.
Yeah,
first
I like it. Good answer.
Many.
Good answer,
yes,
my friend.
Yes,
good
yes.
answer. What's the animal next year?
I don't know yet.
You got plenty of time to think about it.
I've got plenty of time.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're so much better at it than me.
How was your weekend, mate? We, you played it for the pals. I came down and watched for a bit.
Yeah. It was
on Saturday.
It was a good day. We had Francis come down and take some more photos.
Yes,
the same bloke who took the photo that Jados ended up drawing.
The iconic photo
for the actual pod itself. Who knew? Who knew what that was going to lead towards? But yeah, and this time we were in our Pels kit.
Yes,
not just the standard white. So yeah, hopefully it's some good photos. I'm keen to see some more of them. And yeah, Pels got a dub.
Got a dub.
We bowled pretty well. And then batted pretty well as well. Like I think we ended up going at exactly a run a ball by the end of it.
Yeah.
Chase them down in 20 in the 24th over, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Saw a bit of the first innings. So you got a couple of wickets bowled.
Yeah. That was cool. There was one of the ones I took on my second over, I think.
Yeah.
Right on the spot. and took out off, and the umpire, the umpire like hold on to the ball, they give it back to you when you go back to your mark, and he goes, mate, that probably gets most people out this level. I'm like, oh, thanks for that. I had a feeling it was a pretty good delivery, but I'll take that on top as well. Thank you very much, umpy.
That's a compliment, right?
Yeah, but also
but it's also like you're playing at this level.
Yeah. It's like you're good.
Salt. Yeah,
you're good at being pretty shit at cricket.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. I just felt all right.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
We'll see if there's a bottle of Baxter at the end of it.
It'll make it 2 at this household.
It will. Maybe one of them will be open this weekend. I'm jumping the gun a bit there, but we'll get into it then, shall we?
Let's run it back.
So running it back, we've got a bit to get through, but we're not really going to talk about too much of substance, I don't think, this week.
No.
Fair to say. I mean, that's not your cue to say it's the same every week at the listeners. One thing that did happen, caught my eye, was on social media. Yeah. Davey Warner. When the Thunder were playing, was it the Sydney Smash? Were they playing the Sixers?
It might have been.
I think it might have been. And they were a few wickets down for not many, and Ollie Davies comes out. It's greeted by Davey Warner in the middle, and Davey Warner hits him with the "How are you, champion?"
Yeah.
And
did he say champ or champion?
Champion.
Champion.
Goes, "How are you, champion?"
Oh, and champion is
22-year-old Ollie.
Yeah.
Don't champ me, mate.
Claps back.
And then Davey Warner, oh, don't chat me, mate. Taking the piss out of him, standing his ground.
Yeah.
Come on, we're all on the same team here. out in the middle for the Thunder. You don't go around champing people.
I didn't realise he actually said champion, like the full word.
How are you, champion?
Because if you say champion, that's even... I'd argue that's more of a power move than saying how are you, champ.
It's definitely more of a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's... Actually, it happened at cricket on the weekend. So I was scoring, and they came off for a drinks break. And I will say they were really nice guys, all of them.
Yeah.
But I'm scoring, and I'm just sitting there. They all come and check the book, and so I spin the book round, and I think it was their captain approached, and he's like, "Oh, what's the score, champ?" And I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I was already spinning the book round. I was like, I'm not fucking saying shit to you now. I'm not getting champed for no good reason after I bowled pretty well and we're about to win comfortably. Just the other side of drinks. I'm standing for this.
Did you point or anything? So you turned the scoreboard around so they could see it.
Yeah.
So they could read it themselves effectively.
That was it.
Yeah.
But I was already doing that. Yeah. I was in the process of it.
Yeah.
Got champed.
Got champed,
It's not a good feeling.
It's not?
I didn't get champion, though.
Yeah.
For the listeners?
Yeah.
Which is worse, champ or champion?
I feel like that should be an unequivocal answer of champion, I think.
I know, No, we're definitely of that opinion, but we'll see if anyone else has anything different to say about it.
Talking about, but sticking with BBL for a second, in that Sydney Smash game and in a couple of other games as well.
Literally a couple.
Steve Smith has gone absolutely berserk. He smashed, correct me if I'm wrong, 24 sixes in 4 games.
4 games. 4 games, he's at 24 sixes.
And Tim David is currently second in the...
Tim David and someone else. I can't remember who the other one is.
In the 6 hitting tally for the tournament. He's played like 12 games and he's hit 18, which is a decent amount of sixes for 12 games.
It's a good return, 12 or 13. It's a good return.
Yeah.
Steve Smith 24 and 4.
It's actually ridiculous. A couple of hundreds too. Right?
The ridiculous part is how much of the World Cup he was on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's not a T20 player.
Yeah. And I don't know if you did, but I can't remember if I said it on the pod. I probably did. Sounds like something I'd say.
Clearly not.
I think I might have said it before they won the World Cup in 2021.
Yeah, right.
I probably did say it. It sounds like something stupid I'd say.
Yeah.
Anyway, turns out, breaking news, Steve Smith is pretty good at cricket.
Yeah.
That's why people listen to this show. Scoops that they don't get anywhere else.
There was a bit of talk about, obviously, with that, like Steve Smith going so well, everyone's like, this is the importance of Aussie international players playing in the BBL as opposed to playing like one game a year or something, franchise players, shifting the Aussie cricket schedule around so that you get that impact. So it'll be interesting to see if that actually happens, if they take that into account and they shift things around. But I don't think it will. But
I'd rather they shift it around for Shield cricket, to be honest. I think that's yeah. That's probably the purist in me, I think.
Yep.
I think, same for you.
Yep.
You've been watching much of the Australian Open?
I've been watching a bit. I caught the game last night, which kind of wish I didn't.
No, I watched it too, actually.
You watched it?
Yeah, it was brutal, wasn't it?
It was quick.
Yeah.
And it was a straight up massacre. And I didn't, it was weird because Dimonor was actually not doing much wrong at all.
No. Okay, I thought that too. Okay.
I was like, he was playing like decent rallies. He's returning the ball. He's keeping the ball in, and he's hitting shots that would normally be winners, or serves that would normally be aces, and Djokovic is probably one of the best returners in the game. Is hitting winners back off those serves or keeping the ball in play. It's just it was nuts.
Yeah, because obviously he only won the 5 games across the 3 sets?
Yeah, so 6-2, 6-1, 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, that you look at that scorecard in isolation, it's like, it wasn't close. But I feel like a lot of the games were long games.
Yeah.
So obviously, I mean, Djokovic he's so far above everyone else.
Yeah.
But it probably flatters him a little bit. Probably flatters him a little bit. That wasn't clear as what I said the first time.
Yeah. Because he's had hamstring issues as well up to that point.
But has he?
Oh, hello.
That's another question for another day. I have a question for right now.
Okay.
So, you know how in a game of tennis,
yes,
right, it goes 15, 30, 40.
Yeah.
What's the score at the end of a game? Like, 'cause obviously I know it goes 40, and then obviously if it's not juice, it's 40, and then it's game.
It's game.
But what is the score to get to the end of the game? Like, what happens after 40?
I believe it's game.
No, but there's got to be like a score.
Number?
There's got to be a score, a number to be like, okay, well, this is the maximum score for this game. What is it?
In my head, I always thought it was 60 for some reason.
Okay, you're not the first person that said that to me.
And I don't know why.
Okay, so that's not a dumb question?
No. It's not a dumb question.
I'm trying to think of like a...
Because you can't, like, 15, 30, 40...
Yeah.
It's not an equal increment.
No.
So you can't really guess a number.
Well, you can. You can only guess.
Well, as in, yeah, actually, there's no clear answer. But
if you are a tennis fan,
a tennis connoisseur,
there's definitely a couple that follow us.
Yeah,
there's definitely a couple that hopefully see this in their Insta feed at some point. I was going to say next week, but by the time you see it, it'll be this week. So I'll say this week. Time travel, mate. What's the score at the end of the game for the game to be over?
Yeah, because then you've got juice, 40 all, and then advantage.
What's after advantage?
Yeah. I'd assume if you went from 40 to a game or advantage to a game, you'd still get to the same.
I assume
point.
So. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. I've been doing a lot of thinking this week, and that one's just been stressing me out. And
no. It's okay, mate. It's all right.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying that. Moving on to better things.
Bigger and better things.
One of our favourite times of the year. Hottest 100.
This weekend.
We've mentioned it a couple of times on the pod. We do a couple of posts. Oh, no, sorry, we've done a couple of posts. Because, been a couple of years now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say that we're connoisseurs. Because no one says that word like that.
No, we definitely wouldn't say that. We'd say we're connoisseurs. That's probably what we'd say.
No, but I'm saying that we wouldn't say that.
Oh, we wouldn't. Okay.
So we wouldn't say either of those words. But it's definitely something we're passionate about, and based on that, it's probably something we're too passionate about, isn't it? But despite that there's always been something about it that's kind of grinded our gears, isn't there?
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about that, mate, because it probably pisses you off a little more than me.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
And this goes beyond the countdown as well, I think.
Yeah.
It's more of a Triple J in general sort of thing. But I think for the countdown, there seems to be this list of criteria that
Right.
I sort of imagine. I know all these are votes by Australians. Everyone votes, and the votes go in. But there seems like there's this. I imagine like, an executive board or something, right, in a meeting room, and they've got this criteria for the competition of how it's run and stuff. And I'm going to go through some things that I think are in this criteria for the competition.
Right.
Right?
Do tell.
So I think criteria number one is the songs can be popular. They can be popular if you do it in the right way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that makes perfect sense. That's completely clear. It paints a clear image as to what that criteria
Exactly.
entails.
I think it's strange because I always talk. Triple J quite often is at its core, I think, an indie station.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of has that knack, has that rep. It's like trying to support artists that aren't normally played on mainstream stations.
Yeah.
Like on Nova or Fox or that sort of stuff.
Why was Nova first?
No,
No, don't worry.
I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know.
I'm not even going to explain it. I don't care.
If you know, you know. That's
Pretty
just as
much.
simple as it is.
Yeah. But the thing is, it is a indie station at the core, trying to support indie artists that don't normally get airtime. Yet, lots of popular artists get plenty of airtime on it.
Yep.
So, you get famous artists like, The Weeknd, who is...
only literally the most streamed artist on Spotify at the moment.
In Spotify. In the world.
Indie.
Drake. A few artists like that. But yet other artists like Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran are considered... Harry Styles. Considered mainstream, I think. Too mainstream.
Yeah, like in it's kind of just reading ahead to your next point. It's kind of Taylor Swift. It's kind of loose. Yeah, loose. Your next point, as I said, like in 2015, they had to bar her from the countdown because there was too much. There was an online movement that was too big. To get Shake It Off to number one.
Yeah. There was specifically because like there's movements with these things, right? Yeah. Like I mean, like. Even for meme sort of things, like when Man's Not Hot came in at number 50 or something.
Get on the beers.
Came in at pretty high in the countdown and things like that. Like there's movements for certain things, but if there's a movement for Shake It Off, Taylor Swift song, it's barred from the countdown. Yeah. So that tells me it's like there is some sort of criteria in terms of what's allowed and what's not allowed. I don't know if it's specific. Another one would be an online following, I think. You can't have too much of an online following.
Yep. So popular, but not too much of an online following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're The Weeknd, I guess.
Unless
I'm assuming
you're The Weeknd,
has a pretty big online following. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Australian is preferred.
That is another criteria. Yeah.
Definitely a criteria. Because there are a few international.
The Weeknd.
Yes.
Drake.
in the countdown, but Australian is definitely preferred, which I think is good. Definitely what Australian station should be promoting.
Makes sense. Yeah, of course.
Indie if possible,
like The Weeknd.
Like The Weeknd. It is an indie station. So I think if you do look at the top 10s for the past few years, you'll always find a few tracks that are quite indie. Whether it's indie rock, indie pop, something like that.
Yeah, you got your Spacey Janes, your Lime Cordials.
Yeah.
Give me another one. I'm going blank. Who the Wiggles are panicking.
The Wiggles.
I can't think of any. I'm blanking on who.
It's always hard
been
to
in the top 10 recently.
As soon as you put yourself under the pressure, it's just like, I forget everyone.
The mics are on and we crumble. That's not true. Okay, so just circling back to sanity for a sec, if we can call that. So this Triple J criteria that you're imagining, these people sitting in the boardroom at Triple J, at the ABC.
Yep.
The ABC.
Yeah.
And they're coming up with criteria. Obviously, the songs that are voted for, but they control the songs that go into the pool.
Correct.
So the songs that enter, they have to fit the criteria of they can be popular if it's done in the right way.
Yep.
The artist can't have too much of an online following.
Yep.
They're Australian, hopefully.
Yeah, preferred.
Yeah. Indie if possible.
Yep.
Anything else?
You need to release a song in the last year, but that's sort of a given.
I mean, that goes without saying.
It's a given.
Yeah.
And covers are eligible. Like a version.
Like a version. Yeah. Cool. I like it.
So that's the criteria in this boardroom, I think.
That's fair. You could see that, right? Because I mean, you're right. Based on what we've been talking about, like a decision's had to have been made, and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
And I feel like we fit the criteria for doesn't make a lot of sense.
We do.
So with that in mind, we are going to pick our own Big Bash 11.
Yes.
The hottest 11.
Yeah, the hottest.
Literally not the hottest 11. We're just going our own 11.
Yes.
That fit that same criteria.
That fit the Triple J criteria.
Yeah. So it's the hottest 100, but FLTFF style, and like 89 less.
89 less than the hottest 100.
Does that add up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool,
it
cool,
does.
cool,
It
cool.
does.
So it's our own 11. So it's a team. We got batters. We got bowlers. We got
yeah. We've thought this through.
Do we have a keeper? We don't have a keeper.
We don't have a keeper.
We'll figure it out. Someone will drop the gloves on.
Someone's gonna have to get replaced.
We'll figure it out.
That's right.
I was so confident with our own 11 there that we haven't
Damn
got a
it!
keeper.
That's all right. We'll get started anyway.
Well, you know what it is. Not having a keeper is pretty indie.
That's true. That's true.
Defending it.
That's it. Defend it. We'll find ways to get through this. I don't know.
So who have we got open batting? Should I start or should you start?
You start, mate.
I just went, should I start? And pointed at you. And then should you start? And pointed at me. I don't know if anyone else clocked that. Okay, so I will start. So right at the top of the order, I've got Matt Short.
Yeah.
Not only is he's been fucking popular this year. Don't swear, Luke. He's been bloody popular this year. Bloody is my filler word.
I've got to stop hitting you when you swear.
Yeah, God, how do you reach over? That's
Yeah.
So he's leading the runs for the comp.
Yep.
He's Australian. He's pretty niche. He's pretty indie, I think. He's been improving over the last couple of years, but to be at the top, I think it's pretty indie.
Yeah, it's strange because he's pretty much leading the runs.
Once a gate, always a gate as well.
Once a gate, always a gate. Yet he's not really no one's really saying his name much, or he's not.
Why isn't he playing for Australia?
Really? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In the same way that Tim David got into the Australian side after an amazing tournament. So I think he would be a prime Triple J
opening
batter.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right, with that in mind, with the Triple J criteria in mind.
Yep.
Who's his opening partner?
His opening partner is someone. So take everything into consideration with the Triple J criteria. You don't want to be too popular. Yep. So the opening partner will be Steve Smith.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
that makes complete. He's No, you go.
No, because you don't want to pick mainstream people unless there's certain mainstream people.
Yeah. So Steve Smith is the weekend. He's the weekend of our team. Would you
effectively,
say?
I think. Yeah, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, cricketer in the world. Yep. And also slots right into our indie team.
Yep,
up the top.
Nah, that's fair. Who would you have at 3?
Number 3. Okay, I'm going to go with Matty Renshaw.
Matt Renshaw. Okay.
Yeah.
He hit a 90 not out.
90 odd. Yeah. Been pretty decent.
I don't know. Other than that, I genuinely don't know.
It's been okay. It's been all right. I think it's more just for the emotional arc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting on the sidelines in Sydney, with COVID and just sitting on a chair.
That's pretty niche.
But by himself, with a mask on, in the rain, with his own umbrella. Did he have an umbrella? I don't remember.
He did, yeah, because it turned inside out at one point. Yeah.
And that has his own story, his own arc, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was supposed to be his comeback game into the Aussie team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice story. It's a nice narrative, and I think Triple J would appreciate that.
He's going to get the voters on side for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in at number 4.
Yep.
Again, Triple J criteria.
Yep.
Australian is preferred.
Correct.
Faf du Plessis.
Yes.
Faf du Plessis is also The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Or Drake. Or Kendrick. Or
Childish.
Yeah. We'll chuck Childish in there. I didn't say that. For anyone listening, I did not say that. Yeah. Fits the criteria, except when they don't want it to fit the criteria.
Yeah. Because Australians preferred, Indies preferred, but
Two massive international cricketers,
Mm-hmm.
which are fine.
That's fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Number 5, we've put in the ever reliable Jordan Silk.
Yep.
Great fielder, probably one of the best fielders.
Yep. Great neck as well.
Yep. I don't think I've ever thought of that.
He doesn't have a small neck.
It's rather large, yes. but I never really thought about it.
Oh, we come on. We can't. That's another man. We can't be saying that.
You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that. Anyway, Jordan Silk is, pretty reliable. He's been playing well for a long time. Yet at the same time, is just always kind of just. He's just one of those players that you kind of just like. Well, he's probably not going to play for Australia. He's probably not going to make it to that next stage and get that recognition. Really,
yeah.
And it'll be like an indie artist that forever remains indie.
Yeah, like who? I'm thinking like, would you go like the Smith Street Band, or would you go somewhere?
Yeah.
You would, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, because Smith Street Band definitely have a cult following of they've got a supporter base, but they're never going to be mainstream.
Yeah, and they're always in the countdown. Silk's always in the team.
Correct.
Never like up in lights.
No.
Never up in lights.
No, exactly.
Cool. All right. Sick. All right. Coming in at number 6, and again he's batting too low in real life, and he's batting too low here. The Chief. Will Sutherland. I've got him in the team because he's the Chief.
He's the Chief.
He's the Chief. He's getting an online following, but it's not too much of an online following.
Okay.
He's Australian.
Yep.
And he's popular because he's the Chief.
Yeah. But he's also not too popular.
He's not too popular.
He's popular, but
He's played in the last year. Like
he's just ticked all the boxes.
He's ticked all of them, and we fucking love the Chief.
We do.
He can come in and bowl and keep his own bowling as well.
Oh, we need to keep it. That's right. So
we'll figure it out.
So yeah.
Smithy will probably want him on.
Smithy?
Yeah, doing chocolate gloves on, I reckon.
Yeah. Faf? Maybe Faf too.
Maybe Faf, yeah. True.
Give it to him.
We've got too many keepers.
Yeah. Right, number 7. Akil Hussain.
Oh, yeah.
Had a pretty decent tournament for the Renegade.
Once a go, always a go.
Once a go, always a go.
Yeah.
Again, local talent, Aussie talent. So might as well chuck in an international player there for
No, we do like Australian if preferred. So
yes.
Absolutely fits that criteria.
Yeah.
Who would he? Because he's kind of like he's not as well known of an international.
Yes.
So who would he compare to?
He would be, I think, like I don't know how you're going to take this, but I think he would be like a Denzel Curry.
Okay.
Because Denzel Curry is not a massive artist.
No.
He really isn't. Like, if you compare him to like Kendrick or something like that.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
If you look at like the number of views he gets on his videos and things like that. And I've noticed with other certain artists that have played heaps on Triple J, like the Wombats get in quite a bit, and they get songs close to the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wombats, like in terms of popularity, with their songs on like Spotify and YouTube and views and stuff like that, big. Like, they're not bad numbers.
Yeah.
But nothing compared to, like, popular artists, if that makes sense. Like mainstream radio artists. So I think, I feel like Akeem Hussain would be like a Denzel Curry.
No, I rate that. Yeah, kind of like a if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
100%.
Nah, cool. Nah, well done. Coming at number 8. Also, we didn't say Once a Gate, Always a Gate for Faf, so I just did then.
Okay.
And for Sutherland and Hussain. At number 8.
Yes.
Once a Gate, Always a Gate.
Yeah.
Peter Hatzoglou.
Yes.
He's popular, done in the right way.
Yep.
And if you know about this, just everyone just commenting Peter. Just comment Peter. Just that was it. Just the word Peter.
Yeah.
That was all. Any post that was about him.
Yeah.
All the comments would just be Peter.
Nice.
So I mean, that's popular in the right way, I think.
Yeah.
But again, it's like if you know, you know type things. It's not too much of an online following.
Yeah. You want to be popular, but you don't want to be too popular.
Yeah.
But also, and that's the other interesting thing. TikTok submissions have definitely gone up in the Hottest 100 last year. I noticed. So maybe it is okay to be popular.
True.
So
are you saying that Peter is a TikToker?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Is that the third time this episode? Fuck, we gotta stop doing that.
Can't be doing that, mate. Can't be doing that.
Also, he's a bit of a weirdo, so he's indie in that.
Okay, that's good. We do like weirdos. That's definitely good.
Speaking of,
number 9, we've got Paddy Dooley.
Paddy Dooley, yeah,
he's definitely been. The bowling action is very interesting.
Yeah, it's an indie bowling action.
It is very indie, and we like anything that's indie, right? For this countdown. So, not this countdown, for this team.
Team countdown, team down.
Team.
That's not it.
Count team.
Yeah.
Yes. So Paddy Dooley is slotting in at number 9.
I like it. Yeah, niche. Todd Murphy. He's like a. This is just popped in me. He's an unearthed artist that's in the countdown. An up and comer. He's just coming into the scene.
Yep.
Or like that's probably not fair to say because he's had his own journey and all that. But
but to the viewers,
he's an unearthed artist.
That's right.
We got some spinners in the team.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously going to go to the India tour as well. He's part of named in the squad. So maybe next year he'll be an even bigger artist than
he'll be too popular for this 11.
Potentially.
But not if it's the right kind of popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got to remember that. All right, round it out, mate.
And we'll finish with Henry Thornton of the Strikers.
Mr. Rapid himself.
Very impressive BBL.
Yeah.
Took the 5 for and then
5 for 2 or 5 for 3 or something.
Yeah,
or
when the Thunder got rolled for 15. Quick, Aussie, local boy.
Yeah, pretty niche before the tournament. Would you say?
Yeah. Pretty niche. That's all you really need, mate.
I mean, it ticks enough boxes.
Yeah.
There you go. So with those 11 in mind, pick a keeper for us.
So, taking into account our hottest 100 criteria, but for our FLTFF 100 minus 89.
Yep. Okay. Feel like you're drawing a long bow here.
Yes. Who do you reckon will win the hottest 100 this year?
The actual hottest 100.
The actual hottest 100.
Right.
Think about what we've talked about with criteria and what usually ends up in the countdown and this and that.
Yeah. Well, I hope. Oh yeah, true. I'm just thinking of the criteria. I hope it'll be Gorillas and Tame Impala with New Gold.
Yep.
That was my number 1 vote.
Yep.
It'll probably be something like Baddest of them all.
Who's that by?
I can't remember. It's one of those. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of countdown.
Is it a TikTok thing?
I don't know, man. I don't even know. How about you? What do you think?
That song that Tash was playing to us. last week. Bad Habit by
Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy.
Yeah.
I listened to that and I was like, I've definitely heard this song before.
Yeah.
It must, if I've heard it before, it must be super popular because
Yeah.
I don't really listen to much.
Yep.
But now I've heard of it and the vibe fit, I think.
Yeah,
It was kind of an indie pop vibe and I was like, yeah, that's got to be top 10 at least, but I reckon it might go all the way.
Might go all the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Probably not first, but first-ish.
Switch on.
I actually think it is a tragedy that I haven't said 2023 this episode so far. So with that in mind, it is the second episode. Nope, the second switch on of 2023.
Do you still say Happy New Year to people at work or no?
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, okay.
No.
No, just checking.
If you haven't seen them by now,
Yeah.
it's not worth saying Happy New Year.
Okay, fair enough.
Would you agree, disagree?
I just haven't really thought about it.
It sounds like you want to sit on the fence. You don't really want to answer, so I'll just dive into the question.
It's a bit controversial. But
No. Say not for this segment. Not for this segment.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Question 1.
Mhm.
What is the cricket equivalent of a Leica version?
Yep. I think, you know how we were going through our team before?
Mm-hmm.
We put Faf in there.
Yep.
I reckon Faf is like the version of the cricket version of a Leica version. Because he's predominantly been a test player throughout his career, right?
Yep.
Test player, maybe one day player, not really a T20 player.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he played in the Big Bash, so I felt like him playing in the Big Bash was like, someone doing a cover of a different song. He's doing something that's different, a different format of cricket. So it's like, that would him being in our side, I reckon, is like effectively like a version in the top 10.
I rate that.
Yeah,
I rate that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I had something different in mind.
What do you think?
It's just like shadow batting. It's just
Because you're not actually playing cricket.
Yeah, it's like you're doing it, but like it's not like.
But it's not actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay.
That was yeah.
Or playing playing Ashes.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Good call. Nah, your first one was better. Question 2. True or false?
Yep.
A song with the word cricket in the title has never polled in the hottest 100.
Oh, this is tough.
Stop enjoying the question so much.
I don't like. I'm trying to think of like if a song has ever had like the insect cricket, like in that context, and I can't think of any songs off the top of my head. But I feel like if it would be in the countdown, it would be that type. But I don't think so. I'm gonna say true. A song with the title cricket in it has never polled in the hottest 100.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Nice.
Of course, that's correct.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Nah.
Did I make it a lot harder than it should have been?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't make it hard. I just searched cricket in the song title part of the Georgia archive. Wasn't there? And then I searched Australian rules football. That didn't come up either, funnily enough.
Right. The whole thing didn't come up? No. Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right, my question's for you.
All right.
2 true or false questions.
Oh, you gone true or false as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Question 1, true or false? Triple J's headquarters are based in Melbourne.
False. I want to say Sydney.
You're right. They're based in Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Question 2. 2017 was the first year that the hottest 100 was not held on the 26th of Jan.
Ooh, I know it was. It wasn't that long ago that they changed it. Like, it was pretty recent. 2017. 2017 was the first year. I reckon it was around then, but it might. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go false. It was 2018.
You're right.
What,
You're right.
really?
Yeah. How'd you know? I thought I got you.
I don't know. No, because
just had a feeling.
I think I remember where I was in 2017.
What was the first time that we did, like, we listened to it together? Like, was it 20? It would have been around then, right? 2018 or something like
maybe.
that?
Yeah, I can't remember. That wasn't the question. I got it right.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, true or false? We should stick around. We've not done too badly on those.
Yeah, we haven't done true or false in a while. I just realised that.
Yeah, and then we've kind of just done it all at once. Yeah. We're very much all or nothing on this pod. I'm sure everyone's figured that out by now. Is a decision
So, time for umpire's call.
Dun dun dun.
Is that how the music goes? Yeah.
No. We made the bloody segment theme together, didn't we?
Yeah. I was just dun dun dun. It's not.
No, it's not how it goes.
It's not how it goes. Is it?
If you did just listen to the segment a few seconds before this, do slide into our DMs and let us know how it goes.
Please let us know.
No, send us a voice recording on the DMs.
Yeah.
With your best impression of the umpire's call segment intro. Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be a great. I was going to say competition, but let's not.
No, we always see those through. We always do. Especially when there's heaps of backlash because people care about it.
Okay. My umpire's call for this week. The inconsistency in selection criteria has resulted in a decline in the Triple J audience.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you. There's too many artists that should be in the. Obviously we're talking hottest 100, so I'm going to keep it relevant to that. But it does, it does sort of apply every other day of the year.
Yeah,
there's too many artists that don't get shown on Triple J.
Yep,
that should be.
Yep. Yeah, and I think there's probably a few reasons why. I think. I don't know. I've read a few articles about it last year as well about like the decline in youth listening to Triple J as well.
Yeah.
Particularly in the major cities. I think there's been an increase in people listening in regional cities and towns, but there's been a decline in youth listening in major cities. I don't know. I feel like it's look, maybe we'll see. We'll wait and see how many people tune into the hottest 100 this weekend. Mm-hmm. But it'll be interesting to see how many people do and like what the numbers are compared to last year before that.
You reckon it's on the downer?
We'll find out. Yeah. We'll find out, mate. Potentially.
Yeah. It's not very umpire's call-y, is it, that? Potentially, or we'll find out. What do you believe?
What do I believe?
The umpire's call is all about final, definitive statements.
Just decision on just.
No, well played.
Can I get a different angle of that? No, just rock and roll that. Yep. No, not that frame. Just back one. And
I hate it here.
Yes, I'll be definitive. I'll say yes. I think there's going to be less people that tune in this year than there have been in the past 5 years.
No, fair enough. Don't worry, guys. We eventually beat it out of him. Cool. My umpire's call?
Mm-hmm.
My umpire's call for this week is ability and form are not the only things taken into consideration when it comes to selection.
Okay.
There's an element that's just boys' club.
Yep.
We saw it when JL got the sack.
Yep.
It's kind of coming into the spotlight with everything that's happened with Michael Clark.
Yep.
You can imagine what was going on in the dressing rooms back then.
Yeah.
I reckon there's shit at play.
Yep.
That shouldn't be.
Yep. Yeah, and I think quite a few people would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brad Hodge would probably agree with that quite a bit.
Yep.
I think quite a few people, a few great cricketers that are slightly older will agree with that. Ability and form are not the only two things that are taken into consideration. I think age is 100% taken into consideration.
Yep.
So, no, agree completely with that, mate.
There you go. How's that? Not out. We are done for another week.
We are.
We're going to get up and out of here real soon, and I'm going to have a conversation with you about this kind of stuff.
This kind of stuff?
About this kind of stuff.
Wow. This is happening.
MERCH.
We're going to have a conversation about it?
We're going to have a conversation about it. And then that's going to lead to another conversation, which might lead to another conversation, which might lead to a decision.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
We might start having conversations about it.
Yeah. And then guess what?
What?
You might have some stuff.
Wow.
But also maybe not. But, 2023, I've got another one in there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Forgot it.
This is the year of following through.
Is it?
None of this empty promising shit.
What was last year the year of?
The year of running a competition and then not doing anything about it.
Nice.
Just seeing if anyone could generate some memes for us and then not doing anything with the memes.
Yeah. 2023, mate.
Confession's good for the soul.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, countdowns this weekend. That's what the whole episode's been about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll still. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm keen to I'm gonna be like, oh, seriously, but it's like I already know I'm gonna be like that anyway.
Yeah.
Really? There's no Aussie hip hop again this year. There's 2 Aussie hip hop songs in that Hados 100. Really? Even though I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. It's like,
it's part of it. You're gonna be outraged, and you're gonna have to come out with your joke and should have been higher.
Yeah.
Get those ready to go because that's part of it. It's not the countdown without it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, if you're not enjoying the countdown, if you not something you do, have a good week, a good weekend anyway, and we'll see you in the next one. If you want to come back, if you don't, it's free country.
Yeah. Till then, keep hitting sixes.